It's mental. Like, it literally is. The fact that he's on the floor, literally like this, yeah, and then Souček's just balanced it out with his left foot through it, and then they've given that as Antonio's head being offside, and what's the other thing? Something to do with obstructing the keeper's view. VAR, take a good hard look at yourself, mate. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so Pulisic was a huge threat all game. He's left his foot out. It's difficult, innit? You know, Pulisic has been quite good this season. He's played well against Man City coming into this game, and he's sold Diop there. Yeah, shouldn't be doing that really at this level. We know Diop's been a bit unconfident without Angelo Bonner beside him, so yeah, not the best from him. I'd like to see him being a little bit more patient in terms of his tackling. Yeah, it was a good penalty. It was a good penalty. Yeah. Other than that, you know, could Fabianski have done anything there? Not really. You know, penalties are 50-50s essentially. So, yeah, we've got to let Fabi off that one, I think.
He has now sent Fabianski the wrong way. He wouldn't have saved it, even if he'd guessed right.
Beautiful ball in from Jared Bowen. Beautiful ball in from Jared there. Literally over the top. You know, Azpilicueta couldn't cope with Souček nearly all game, and he just got proven wrong there. And even the fact that he's got the header off on him, Tammy's still on the line. So, you know, Chelsea 6s and 7s when it comes to those set pieces, they're going to have a real problem going forward if they can't address that. But personally, I really don't care. I quite enjoy it. So keep going, Frank.
This time it is in. And it's Souček again. West Ham level.
Look at that. Height in that box, mate. Perfect. Look at this move. Look at that. So, playing the 1-2 straight from the left wing. Then Rice has turned it, boshed it straight into Antonio like this. And then he's done well. Should have been a penalty there, in my opinion. Still kept the pressure up. And then bang. Right place, right time. Antonio gets a lot of stick for not being in the right place at the right time, but it's interesting to see when West Ham start to move forward a little bit, give him a little bit more pressure into the opposition box, he becomes a threat once again. So that's why when we speak about Aller and Antonio being really good and positive going forward, it's because they're moving forward and they're in the right areas. So again, you know, we dominated those first 10-15 minutes, flying out of traps. Completely agree with what went on. We should have really been 2-1 up anyway. So yeah, but great goal, really good passing goal. Could see a bit of quality now in that side during last night's game. Azpilicueta again, by the way. Now this one, when I looked at it, I went, fair enough. It's a good free kick. Willian's got pedigree at that range. He scores a lot of goals in terms of free kicks and long shots. So yeah, that was one aspect of it. The other aspect of it was that Fabianski was too far over. Now, in real time, because I think they've broken this down to try and make it out a bit like he wasn't reading it right, but he had Marcus Alonso with his left peg, and he had Willian trying to hit it with a right and across the goal, and so he's had to make a decision, and that's thrown him off. And listen, it's still a good strike. I think it's still off the post. It's still hard to save, but yeah, if his position is a bit better, I think he saves it. So I don't want to blame him too much because he digs us out so many holes. But maybe should have done better. Maybe should have read it a bit better. Yeah, too far over to the right, mate. Too far over. I'm not no keeping expert by any means, but I think he gets it otherwise. Now the piece de resistance, the icing on the cake. With 2-2, we take a point at this point, but we've got other ideas. Let's go through this frame by frame. Decker's top draw pass there. That looks a lot like it didn't mean it was a clearance, but you could tell the precision towards Antonio. It was a good choice by Decker's. Nice touch by Antonio again. Could have maybe taken his time on it, maybe fluffed his lines, but certainly kept it up, held it in, and then let it go again. For now, for the first time pass. Now this won't get enough credit from a lot of people. This second, well, it's his first time pass from Antonio, was splendid. Look at this. Yarmolenko's not the quickest. Rudiger's realistically not going to get there. But at the same time, he's got to get that pass just right. Just enough for Yarmolenko to have a bit of pace on Rudiger. And he pulls it off. No. Chelsea fans will be frothing at the mouth at this, but I will be enjoying it. Andrei Yarmolenko, in most of his goals he's ever scored for West Ham, when he gets a goal on that left foot, it's going in the corner. Fact. It doesn't matter. It don't matter who you are, what keeper, what setup you got. It's done. Over. Finish. Forget it. Go home. Pack your bags. But he's made a massive error here. He's let him in. He's even gone and sold him a little fake shot. And Yarman's just getting that angle perfect. Just had a little straight one in the corner. Look at this. Bit of that, mate. Bit of that. Settle down. Kepa ain't got a hope in hell. Settle down, son. 3-2 to West Ham. Brilliant, mate. Top game. Loved every single second of it. I thought performance-wise, it wasn't the best quality-wise. We struggled at spells, but we held off. You know, we defended very well and very deep for long periods of time. I think David Moyes doesn't make the right substitutes, but I thought last night he got it spot on with Yarmolenko and Wilshere, added enough energy into that midfield to keep the tempo going. And I think, as we sort of saw, we were getting in the opposition box with numbers, and that's in the end that's what told for West Ham. That's what made the difference. You know, special mentions to Angelo Bonner. Ridiculous defending from the bloke, comes back first game, solid as a rock, helps Diop out massively in that position in terms of organisation. I thought Jarrod Bowen again was his usual self, sprightly, you know, got his assists, you know, he's becoming a real key player for us, particularly within that system. I don't know if I'll give him a special mention, but I thought Lanzini gave us a bit more mobility in that midfield, and I think that's holding allowed us to, that transition from defence to attack was a bit smoother than it normally is. Declan was tremendous. Seen so many stats online now saying 22 successful forward passes, 90% passing accuracy. You can't fault the bloke. Captaining in a game against a team that released him when he was a teenager to boss it the way he did, and he's such an intelligent football player. He's becoming that kind of box-to-box player. He's gone from being a centre-back to a holding midfielder to a box-to-box. You know, incredible performance from him. And Antonio, I was sceptical of him playing in that up-front position last night, but I think with numbers around him, he plays that position really well. He can get people into play. He can hold them off. It's a thankless task at times, but I don't know whether it was a Moyes tactic or whether it was just the team itself, but they really galvanised once they had that decision go against them, and that's why we got the 3 points. So, brilliant 3 points. We move on now to Newcastle. It'll be a tough game. They won 4-1 last night. But again, anything can happen. And I do think if West Ham perform the way we did last night, and we, you know, I'd like to see us at least get a draw. But now is the time to just safe bank a lot of those results and just say, right, let's stick a couple clear of the relegation zone, relax a bit, and we won't have to panic as much. So yeah, brilliant. But well done, West Ham. How many wins?